Well, good morning, brothers and sisters at Grace Bible Chapel. This week we're going to move away from the book of Acts. We're going to look actually in the book of Mark, and just a short passage. I want to tie these things together just briefly this week. In these, there's three sections to the story that happens that often sort of get pulled apart from each other and sort of dealt with individually. But I want to look at them all together. But we're going to start in Mark chapter 8. And we're just going to look at the first part this morning, and it's Peter's confession of who Jesus Christ is. Very common story. We're just going to briefly touch on it this morning, and then we'll go from there in the next three short devotionals, or the next two short devotionals after this one. So let's look at Mark chapter 8, looking at verse 27. It says this: "And Jesus went on with his disciples to the villages of Caesarea Philippi, and on the way he asked his disciples, 'Who do you people say that I am?' And they told him, 'John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, and others one of the prophets.' And he asked them, 'But who do you say that I am?' And Peter answered him, 'You are the Christ.' And he strictly charged them to tell no one about him." This is actually a turning point in Jesus' ministry, specifically with his disciples. We'll look tomorrow at what he does right after this, and even then Peter's reaction to it. But this is so key and so important that those who were closest to him, those who knew him best, those who walked with him, those who experienced life with him over that period of time, his disciples, his closest companions, they could see who he was. And Peter specifically makes this bold proclamation, this statement of who Jesus is, that no, he's not just a prophet. He's not even John the Baptist come back to life, or Elijah come back to life. No, he's so much more than that. He's the Christ. He's the Messiah. And that word Christ is just the Greek translation of the word Messiah. Like, he is the chosen one of God, the one that Israel had been waiting for, the one who would fulfill the promise, the one who was the answer to the covenants, or to the promises God gave in the Old Testament to Israel's restoration. And that's who he is. And so it's important from here going forward that now Jesus begins to reveal things to his disciples that he hadn't revealed to them before, because now they know for sure who he is. They've made that statement. They've come to the realization on their own. And it's not just that he told them, it's that they could see it. And that's just a wonderful thing. And, in our own lives, when we think about our own relationship with Christ, the Lord Jesus, who he is in our own minds is so important. We need to, if we want to have a close fellowship and bond with him, we got to really understand who he is, don't we? Like that idea of getting to know him more and more, to understand God and his character and who he is so important. Because the more we know him, the more we understand him, well, the easier the things he asks us to do become, because of who he is. Understanding that he is part of our lives, that he has come and made his home with us, that is that fellowship that we have with God through his Spirit, through his Son, through the Father. It's all, that we've been brought in and to be part of his family. And the more we understand who God is, who Jesus is, the better that relationship can be. So we're gonna just continue on through this passage throughout the week. I hope this has been an encouragement to you this morning. God bless, and have a good day.